Welcome, Dennis. Thank you for being with us today.
Yeah, of course.
So, today we're going to take a few minutes to talk about how students and faculty at MSP got started with research.
Mm-hmm.
Many of us know that beginning a research project can feel overwhelming, so hearing how others found their way can make the process feel more approachable. So, thank you for joining me and for sharing a bit about your own journey through research.
Yeah, of course.
So, first question, what first sparked your interest in research?
That's such a beautiful question. When I was an undergrad, I did not even think about research. It's a part of our schooling at Wayne was to do at least one research lab. And I was like, okay, I guess I have to do this, so let's just get right into it. And I learned a lot of new things. Also, being an honor student, that I had to do like this big research project at the end of my like undergrad year. Um, I was like, okay, what do I do? What does it look like to be an independent researcher? And I learned a lot of techniques of like transcribing and watching videos and understanding literature and how that influenced research. And it just got me so inspired by like how many like pieces of work that's already out there that's done all these studies and really explore things that people just don't know about. It made me wonder, like, oh wow, there's a space for me to be that intuitive person, that person that just wants to know more and wants to like understand how like life goes, how life works, not just for humans, for animals, for anything, right? Really,
Mhm.
yeah.
Thank you. How did you get started on your first research project?
Whew. So my first research project, gosh, there's so many I can't even think about the first one. Um, I guess I'll talk about the independent research that I did, and that was understanding paternal depression. And I knew that I just wanted to understand how it affects children's development. So that was more of like a literature review, and I just got to like really delve deep into how did it affect them growing and how did it affect the parents' interactions with the children. And it was so good because I just got through doing a bunch of transcriptions for a previous study that a grad student at Wayne was doing, where I have to literally watch parents interact with their kids playing toys. And you would think, oh yeah, every parent's gonna act the same way. Where it was like, oh no, not at
Mm-hmm.
all. And I would just be astounded sitting in that space in this little cubicle, watching these videos, and then realizing like, wow, that type of stuff really does influence that dynamic, right? Some kids are just used to it. Other kids were like more like, whoa, like why my parent acts like this? I want my parent to do more, you know. Um, and the kid is so imaginary and so expressive, and the parent is so flat. And it was just like, wow, this is interesting, and that's what inspired me to do like more understanding of what depression may influence that.
Mhm.
And that was like my first project, and it was a hard but fun project. I'm not gonna lie, I was not like happy
Mhm.
about writing it, but it was still good doing the actual like reading the articles and having things make sense. It was the first time ever where I had really got to understand a part of an aspect of my own life that was something I was known about, but I didn't know too much about, or I did not
Mhm.
know enough about. So it gave me an opportunity to like open the gap, or at
Okay.
least fill in the gap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. So it sounds like working on a previous project or somebody else's project fostered this love and curiosity of research for you,
Mm-hmm.
so that you could start your own project.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Were there any early challenges and how did you overcome them?
Oh my goodness, so many. Well, one, I was always one of those people that had to like always go uphill, right? And so I wasn't like the best writer. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was not at all like your typical, oh, this person's gonna write a book one day type of person. Like I always felt like, oh, I have to write this paper, you know, God willing, let's see if this work out. But I took that with grace and got a writing coach, and I just kind of had to keep pushing forward and um, really being open to feedback. I think that was the biggest thing that really helped me. Not taking it to offense because I knew it was coming out of a space to help grow me, like
Mm-hmm.
help make me a better writer, help me be a better researcher. The questions that I had in starting the project were limited versus the questions people would ask me about what I would think about for that research.
Mm-hmm.
So there were times where I was like, whoa, I didn't think about it that way. And now I do want to know that now. So like it really opens your mind about what aspects that you're not even touching on when you create a piece of research or create this big body of work that's going to really influence not just yourself but influence society.
Right, influence the field.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting that you've tapped into external resources like mentors, professors, but then also the idea of getting a writing coach to help you develop those writing skills to really broaden your ability as a researcher. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Who or what supported you most when you were beginning?
I would have to say it was my professor and mentor. He's also the person that's running the lab at Wayne State, and this is Christopher Trinacosta. He amazing being. He we used to have so many like side conversations about like if I wanted to do a master's or not. I wanted to go to doctorate. I was like, I don't know, man. Like even though I enjoy your class, I love clinical psychology and what you talk about it. I don't know if I could actually do the work. And he would really try to inspire me. But like, Dennis, right now, yeah, it seems a little bit hard. It seems like it's difficult because you have these things that are in your way, but it doesn't mean they're always going to be in your way. And we used to sit and talk about like what research would I want to do if I could just if there was no like requirement to go to school and become a doctor or become a master's clinician, like what would I want to do?
Right,
and
what would that look like?
Yeah, and so like him hearing all the ideas that I have, so like that means that you want to do that. That means it's in you to want to like go and learn more and grow in that field. And so that really influenced me to like, all right, let me actually put myself into this and let me actually like go full forward. Um, it's really inspired me. He was a really great inspiration because I just didn't know if that was in the cards for me.
Yeah, you really highlighted how mentors or professors can play such a key role in developing our sense of research. So that's really interesting. For the final question, what advice would you give to students who want to start doing research?
Don't easily give up, even though it's really easy to. Um, think about what was the reason why you started in the first place. There was moments where I didn't think I could go to the next level. Like even though I'm talking about my experience in undergrad, that still behavior went into my master's as well as right now my doctorate. I was ending my master's and I was working on a project and I didn't think that project could be anything less than just a paper to write. And a wonderful human being came and told me that it was possible for a publication, and that wonderful human being is Stephanie Swanberg. Okay, I have to put that out there. Librarian, she's amazing. Come see her. She really influenced me and told me that it was really possible, and I didn't think it was. And I was like, "What is this? Like, this is just a paper. I'm lucky enough to even write a paper that's even remotely good." But then knowing that you don't have to put barriers on yourself, right? And even when this stuff starts to get hard, it starts to give you that sense of like, okay, I am lacking in some aspects. That doesn't mean you give up. That just means you have something to now to go over it. Something you have now a new obstacle to overcome. So treat every obstacle as a stepping stool to the next possibility.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing your experiences and insights. It's always encouraging to hear from students and learn about the different ways that they get involved in research, especially when it's just is sparked by a sense of curiosity. So I really appreciate you taking the time and also in your role with the publication group in encouraging research and fostering research here at MSP.
Of course, thank you so much for having me. This is so great. I didn't really think I was like, I don't know what to say here, but this has been actually very helpful because it gets me thinking about my own experience, and I really don't ever have like the time to think about like how did I get here? It's just like I here, you know. But yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, and it was a pleasure having you.